Well, I have a little speech to make about you. So pretend you're not here. Yes. After Home Alone opened, I went to see it at a Saturday matinee in a theater packed with shiny, happy children and their parents, and it was thrilling for all of us. But at one point, I saw two boys get up out of their seats, so not wanting to leave the movie, but after having already sucked back their giant sodas, they really had to go. So they started running up the aisle, and then suddenly panicked that they might miss something great. They turned around, looked back at the screen, and one of them said, "It's okay, no, it's just the mom." And they kept running. I say, bright boys, Home Alone was, is, and always will be a beloved global sensation. The reason families all over the world can't let a year go by without watching and loving Home Alone together is because of Macaulay Culkin. Yes. Yes, he had a most excellent script and a wonderful director, but it is Macaulay's perfect performance as Kevin McAllister that gave us that little every boy on an extraordinary adventure. I know you worked really hard, I know you did, but you made acting look like the most natural thing in the world to do. It really was as if we had ambushed the home of this real little boy named Kevin to make a movie, and he just went along with it for the fun of it. He's the dearest thing. Okay. Oh, the scene where I had to drag him upstairs to sleep in the attic because he'd misbehaved, and he says, he's mouthing off about the family, and I say, "Well, you'd be pretty sad if you woke up tomorrow morning and you had no family." And he said, "No, I wouldn't." And I was supposed to say, "Then say it again, maybe it'll happen." And I can't tell you how much that killed me. I could not wrap my head around saying something so horrific to this beautiful child. Of course, I was not yet a mother at the time, and I had no idea the kind of things that would come out of my mouth with my own two sons. Macaulay, a 10-year-old boy, this beautiful, dear little 10-year-old boy, was called a superstar, a moneymaker, one of the hottest leading young men in Hollywood by the world over. How does anyone survive that? Well, I believe you'd have to possess a certain quality, a gift that dear John Hughes obviously recognized in you, Macaulay, your sense of humor. It's a sign of intelligence in a child and a key to surviving life at any age. And you have, from what I see, you have brought that sense of sweet, yet twisted, yet totally relatable sense of humor to everything that you have chosen to do since Home Alone. Macaulay, congratulations. You so deserve your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And thank you for including me, your fake mom who left you home alone not once but twice, to share in this happy occasion. I'm so proud of you. God bless you. Oh, wow. Watching you trying not to have happy tears. Watching Sarah speak was like the early days, especially on Schitt's Creek, when you'd watch Sarah or Daniel on the monitors acting. You would try to hold in those happy tears, that pride and joy. Aw. I should have written it out as clearly as you wrote yours. That was beautiful, Sarah. We all know and love Eugene Levy for the wealth of original, thought-provoking, heartfelt, and ridiculously hilarious entertainment he has gifted us for so many years. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the Eugene I love and think I know. Eugene is a gentleman in every sense of the word. Eugene takes his comedy very seriously. Eugene, I'm nervous. He's obviously funny, but he is not afraid to laugh at himself. In fact, most of his self-effacing jokes are aimed at the fact that he thinks he's not funny at all, which is ridiculous. And speaking of funny, of all the men I have worked with in comedy, Eugene chose the funniest woman to marry. And she's the funniest woman in the room. She's not a professional actor, but she sure could be with that name, Miss Deb Devine.
Very cool.
Eugene is slow to anger, slow to judge. Some of his friends joke that he's just generally slow. But no, I say he is patient, he is thoughtful, he is considerate. He carefully considers any new idea offered him when he's collaborating with others. And sometimes, once in a blue moon, you can shock him into laughing, but he's usually so many steps ahead of you. He's an empathic director. He's a generous writer. You are a very supportive actor, even when you're the leading man. And often the case is that he helped you get the job in the first place. He has jump-started and/or nurtured the careers of so many of his friends. He welcomed me in his cast of Second City Theater when I was just out of school. He and Chris Guest then offered me some great roles to improvise in some really fun movies. Then not only did Eugene share with me and his family 6 joy-filled years on a show that he created with his son Daniel, but I believe every opportunity I've been offered since then is a direct result of that show. And don't tell him I owe him big time. Oh, hello. It's true. I, for one, thank you, recognize from our very earliest days working together that Eugene is a great actor. Even in the silliest sketches, Eugene's characters were real, they were grounded, yeah, and more often than not, he held the scene together. And I'm just so happy that he is, oh no, let me say this, sorry. It is really impressive, especially considering the amazing head of hair on his head, both on top and in those eyebrows, that Eugene has always been capable of disappearing into his characters. But I'm so glad we are happily recognizing him today with his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Though I suspect that Eugene would be just as happy standing outside the limelight. Yes, Eugene is not your typical Hollywood star. Not at all. He's a very, very private man. He's tried to keep it that way anyway. He's not typical, he's very private. But Eugene, I'm sorry to say that your immense talent and unassuming lovability is just going to make us continue to want to know you more and more. We love you. I'm so proud of you. God bless you.